Alright, this is a video of my chicken coop for a friend and for whoever. So basically I designed it to where we can put the solar panels on the roof and it'll be facing the southern sun. It may not be the proper pitch because that's more like the proper pitch, but it'll be better than nothing. I'd have had to build the front taller in order to do that, and I could have, and maybe the next one I will, but nonetheless, this will get plenty of sun. So I did. Hi, this is our new guy. He's skinny because he won't eat, or he won't eat enough. I gave him 4 scoops of food where I normally only give him 2, and I had plenty left over this morning, but he still just doesn't eat enough. And I think it's just because he's stressed from his new environment, but he's got plenty of food. So Cindy freaked out. She's like, oh, he's gonna die. He's like, no, he's not gonna die. He's got plenty of food. He's just not eating enough. But he's new. He's probably just like missing his family and freaking out. New environment. So anyways, I leaned against the fence. I have this propped open like that so the chickens can squeeze in and out. I don't want the goats in here until I get my, I know, leave me alone. I don't want the goats in here until I get these toppers up off the ground, but can't get any help to do that. This is going to be for our solar, or for batteries. It's going to be the battery bank for the solar panels. So I got to get it up off the ground like I got this one here up off the ground. With pallets. And I could do a lot of it myself, but I need help to do a portion of it. So it's just a matter of finding time to do it and finding help to help me. So anyhow, once I get those up off the ground, then I won't be worried about the goats coming in here anymore. Because they jump on them, and these are aluminum ones, and they'll tear them up. So anyways, I did most of the work by myself. I had a little bit of help from a few people. For example, leave the cats alone. The chickens attack the cats more than the cats attack the chickens. Anyhow, I probably should have turned my light on, but ideally I wanted the pallets up and down, but David and Sarah thought they should be sideways. So it's not as good as it could have been, but it works. So basically, Sarah did pretty much this first layer of pallets all the way around. And then she says she was too short to do any more. So that's pretty much all she did. And we took deck boards and put them in between the pallets. So if I would have done them straight up and down, I would have had the boards going straight up and down in between the pallets to support the pallets. In this case, they're side to side. So I did that all the way around. And then I stacked another layer of pallets. Oh, but the first thing we did was, and this is where David helped, we set the 2x4s. Now or 4x4s. I should have did 6x6s, but I was thinking the pallets are 2x4s, and so I got 4x4s to make for the corners. And it was supposed to be 14x14, but I accidentally was off on one of my calculations, so it's like 14x13.5. But anyway, so the pallet boards are 2x4s, but I didn't quit biting me, dumb chicken. I didn't account for the slats on the 2x4s to make up the pallet. So together, that's a 2x6. So, but I compensated for it eventually. I mean, like I said, we got 2x4s here. These guys are biters. Anyway, so we got the 4x4 here for the support. So and in the corner. So first thing we did was we set the corners and mounted them in cement. And what I had David do, because he's the schematics guy, he set the baseline so that everything from these 4x4s and up would be pretty much flush and level. So he calculated the baseline to where everything would be level. And then after that, I put in the 6x6s around and then put in little studs, like took the scrap 4x4s and put in little footers along the baseline so that it wouldn't sag. And so on each side, there's 2 footers, and then in the middle. So we got the 4x4 going up, 4x4s going around, and then the 4x4 footers, two each. So we dug holes, stuck them in there, put the cement in there and some rocks, bada boom, and then we nailed them up instead of down. Anyhow, so like I said, then we put the pallets in. Like I said, I would have done it different, but this is what we did. And then put the 2x6s across. So that was the support going around. And then did another layer just like it all the way around. And then up here, did 2 more. Now, I probably should have done another one in here, and it's not too late. I can stick one in there. But David had the bright idea of putting a window in there. And so we left that open, but David's never put a window in there. And I was thinking we could put the windows in the side here. So, we could put the windows there. Either way, like I said, I could stick a pallet in there if I wanted to, or just support it with some boards. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, after we got those pallets up, and we got that in, basically I put this 2x6 here up, and then I wedged in some 2x6s that way and kind of supported it and kind of got it somewhat straight. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty straight. And like I said, I was doing most of this all by myself. And then same on this side. And so I just basically took boards that, scrap boards. They're not all like, so many inches on center or whatever. You can see the spacing is different. It looks more uniform on this side, where this side it's not as much uniform. And then I put the rafters up. And then I put in these pieces here. David helped me with the corner pieces because I wasn't exactly sure how to do the corner pieces. And like I said, David's more of schematics guy, so he's better with stuff like that than I am. So I did the rafters. I did these side pieces because I wanted an overhang on all four sides. Oh, I got 20-foot 2x6s for the rafters. And the knees here were for my overhang. And so yeah, basically I just for the roof to go out that way, I basically just put it across and then screwed it into these boards and then screwed it into the board that angles up. And it worked out. It wasn't perfect. It kind of sags in the middle and kind of goes back up a little bit. But that's okay because then all the water will come to the middle and drain off that way. So that's actually worked out. I didn't plan it that way, but I think that's how like the Japanese buildings are. They have them kind of, they kind of do that on purpose. And I did mine on accident. So I did all that. Pretty much by myself. I had very little help with most of it. I built this by myself. This is the chicken roost. It's a gigantic chicken roost. And David did help me with the roof. So basically we put plywood up. Oh, and also David helped me with this outer piece. So that was his suggestion. I wasn't going to do it originally, but it was a good idea. We put 2x6s around the outside, and to give us, you know, the outer wall and kind of help keep everything square, I guess. I'm not sure, but so David helped me with that, and David helped me put the plywood and the metal roof on, and then I did the chicken wire and the hard cloth here on the back and on the sides. David helped me with the one on the front because it was the most pain in the butt. It definitely required two people. I'm still need to put chicken wire up. I got the hard cloth up. I need to put chicken wire up. And I'm going a little overboard, especially since I might not have chickens in the future. But I wanted this chicken coop to be like Fort Knox because I didn't want predators to get in at all. So got the hard cloth on this side, hard cloth on this side. Hard cloth on this side. Both hard cloth and chicken wire on this side. So I just got to get the chicken wire up on both the other sides and the front. And I got plenty of it. I just got to get help to put it up. Ow! Leave me alone. Anyway, Cindy helped me with the foundation work. Most all of this for the chicken coop was recycled material. I would say 75% of it's recycled material or repurposed material. A lot of it came from deck wood. Oh, my mom and Ron designed the door. Not the door, the door frame. Gotta be careful where you walk, otherwise you step on chickens. So Ron basically put together the door frame. David and I built the doors. and put the doors on. Why did I come in here? Oh, foundation. So Cindy helped me with the foundation, half the foundation. David helped me with the other half. So that side there, basically Cindy did most of the shoveling with the mortar and put the mortar where I needed it, while I pretty much moved the rocks. Cindy helped me mix it as well. But and I mostly did rocks. She did some of those smaller ones that she could handle. But I moved most of the rocks, put them where I wanted them, and basically we did the foundation like they used to do homes back in the old days. And that's basically designed to keep coons from digging under, probably possums too, and any other predator. I wanted it to be rock solid, pun intended. So, and then David helped me with the other side because coons dug in and killed a lot of our chickens and ducks. So we hurried up and finished the other side. And now coons can't get in here anymore. And so that's the reason why I wanted to double layer this to keep any kind of predator out. Snakes, coons, possums, whatever. So I wanted a smaller hole so snakes can't get in. And the chicken wire just kind of helps reinforce it, you know. Because the problem is the hard cloth is welded wire and the chicken wire is woven wire, but the hard cloth is tougher than the chicken wire. So I figured, well, with the two of them together, again, it'll be like Fort Knox, which is what I want. And like I said, I may do chickens in the future again, but I don't know. So I'm finishing this as if I'm going to do chickens in the future, even though I'm not planning on it. See, you know, you got to make sure we're preppers, you know, you try to prepare for things. And if we do have a collapse and things really do hit the fan, then we'll need a really good chicken coop that'll keep predators out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My mom has been helping me put the siding up. Basically, I bought a property in Kaplinger that the house got arsoned, so it's no longer there. And this is the old metal roof that was on the house. So we're basically using it for the siding for the chicken coop. Now everything here is treated wood, so it's not gonna rot, you know, if it gets rained on, if you will. And it's a good thing that I use treated wood because it's taken 2 years to build this chicken coop because I don't have any help hardly ever. I got to do probably 75 to 90% of it myself. So, and I'm only home once a week, and I got a bunch of other things I got to do too. So it's taken a while, but nonetheless, one thing I'm trying to get David motivated to do is to get his foamcrete machine running so we can foamcrete the inside of these pallets. That's going to be the insulation. Once I get him motivated to do that, then we can finish the inside of the chicken coop. But I don't know why he doesn't want to do it. Anyways, I might end up having to buy my own foamcrete machine and do it myself. But that's the next step. One of the next steps is to foamcrete the inside of these pallet boards, and then that'll be insulation for the chickens. And then putting in the windows or figuring out. All right, I got cut off. I'm not sure where. But anyways, the next step is foamcrete. basically put foamcrete in these pallets for insulation, and that'll also help keep predators out, like snakes and stuff, mostly. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do up in here. I actually plan on leaving it open because I got the screens down in there, and that will give them air circulation, as well as the windows when or if we ever get windows in. And then once we get the foamcrete in, then I'm not gonna do anything with these walls, but this back wall I plan on putting nest boxes. So this whole back wall I wanted nest boxes for the egg layers, and some of the eggs we'll eat, and some of them we'll let hatch out. If we have broody hens, then we'll let them hatch out some eggs. Some of these guys are egg eaters now, but eventually, maybe, someday, hopefully, maybe not, I don't know, we'll have chickens again and we'll have egg layers and whatnot. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and then this side of the coop was going to be caged in for newcomer birds, because right now our newcomer bird cage and coop is right there, and that was our original chicken coop. So once I get all this mesh up, if you will, then I'll finish putting up this metal. That metal will not be used. It's going to be used for something else. I got all this metal here from the Kaplinger property, and I'm going to put it all the way around. And then once I get the wire done and the metal up, then I'll put 2x4 or 2x6 up against the metal, holding the wire in so that coons and stuff can't rip it out. And then I'm gonna build bat houses all the way around, so they can basically live up in there, and they'll hang from the wire basically, and then they'll have their homes inside the ridge, or under the ridge of the chicken coop. And I think that's it. And then put solar panels on the roof, and then it'll be done. So that'll probably take another 2, 3, maybe 4 years. I don't know. At the rate we're going, it'll take at least another 2 years. So anyway, I guess that's it. I don't know if I left anything out. But once we get the solar panels up, we get this thing off the ground, then that shed over there is right now our solar shed. We got 2 solar panels over there. Got 2 solar panels over here, although these solar panels suck. Missouri Wind and Solar is who you want to go to for your solar panels. That's where I got the good ones. But once we get the solar panels moved over here, get this up off the ground, and we'll build our solar bank in there. And this will basically be our power station for this area. And yeah. And like I said in a previous video, if I don't have chickens, this will end up being the mama baby goat section. And and I'll just basically move all the moms and the babies over here after they give birth. And this whole section over here, I'm going to fence it in. and for extra chicken yards. This is our scrap metal section right now. And I call it my mortgage insurance. So if for some reason I can't pay my mortgage, I can recycle the metal and pay my mortgage. Some of that metal is usable for other things. We just haven't got around to doing anything with it. So whatever we don't or can't use, we'll basically recycle. So yeah, and I guess that's it. We got the duck house in there right now, but the duck's not staying in here anymore. She's pretty much staying on the pond. She's the last of the ducks. Got the automatic feeder up there. I got to work out a better solution for that. It doesn't work quite like it's supposed to. But it goes off in the evening. And so the chickens know this is home. Basically, this is where the food is. And they come back here. So, and they scratch in the morning to find other things that they couldn't find. And I throw paper and other biodegradable stuff in here for them to scratch and tear up. And also to attract bugs for them. So, phone books, romance novels, and other paper. So, yeah, they have fun digging and scratching, looking for stuff. But anyways, yeah, and this was our baby chicken coop. Also, got a heat lamp in there, and that's basically what this solar grid was for, is to keep the babies warm. And that's 90% what this coop is for, is baby chickens and or newcomers. Get them acclimated. And then so we keep them in here for however long. Like the babies, we keep inside for a month. Then we start letting them come out here, and we let them be out here for a month. Then we let them out here and let them out here for a month before we let them out of the yard. However, a lot of times they're small enough they can squeeze through. So might have to put chicken wire all the way around. But though they squeeze through or squeeze under, which is also why I'm putting lick tubs all the way around. And then that'll keep them from going in and out a little bit. It'll help keep them from going in and out. And then we got these barriers so that we can trap them in corners and catch them whenever they don't want to go in. But anyway, so that's the chicken coop. I think I covered everything. Just trying to think of anything I might have missed. But yeah, so basically, got to finish putting up the metal, got to finish putting up the wire, got to foamcrete the inside. Put in windows. I'll put up boards on the back side so that I can mount the boxes to it. And then the sides, you'll be able to see the foamcrete through the pallets, because I'm not going to put any boards up there. So basically, the only things that we bought was screws, or I bought. I pretty much paid for everything. The only things that I actually bought was the screws to put everything together, the cement, the plywood, which that was expensive. The rafters, the boards for the rafters. Some of these are recycled, like these pieces that come out, the extension pieces, the shorter ones are recycled deck material. But the really long ones, I had to buy those because we didn't have any. This is all recycled. So because I did 4x4 back here, I had to use 6x6 here and 2x4s here to flush things up the best that I could to make up the gap for the 2x4 when I should have used a 6x6. So the 6x6 would have actually came out further. So I would suggest if you're building a pallet house or pallet building, use 6x6s. Anyway, some of those I bought, some of those were recycled. The doors, I bought new material for the doors, and it's got a different type of plywood, and mostly because I didn't plan on covering it. These I plan on covering with the metal. And what else? That's pretty much it. Everything else was recycled material. So the screws I bought, some of the 4x4s I bought, the cement I bought, the rafters I bought. Oh, and most of the screen I bought. And the doors, I bought that. I think I said the cement already again. And that's pretty much it. And of course the feeder. I had to buy that. I was looking for an automatic feeder for chickens, and they don't have any. All they have is like gravity fed automatic feeders. And I didn't want the chickens to be that dependent on grain. So I want them to scratch. And I kept looking and looking and looking, couldn't find anything. And then all of a sudden I thought, hey, what about automatic deer feeders? And that's what that is. It's an automatic deer feeder. And it's worked out really good with a few exceptions. So I'm working out the bugs, but overall it works great. So I guess that's it. Then I got my rainwater collection here. The water runs off the roof and runs into here. And chickens can't really get up here too much, but that's what we use to fill like their water troughs on the inside. And then these, they can get up in here and then I put bricks in there to keep them from drowning. And in the winter, I put cattle feed in here so that they can have fortified water. But they like the dirty, mucky water as it is. But the feed, they love the feed, and that's basically why I lost a chicken in one of these. Is because she was up there drinking the feed water, and she slipped and fell in and drowned. So so I put these bricks in, and that's basically what I'm doing all the way around with the lick tubs. Any of the lick tubs that I got bricks in, I'll put cattle feed in it, and they can drink that. And then on the inside, I'm also going to put more lick tubs, but they're going to be the ones with holes in the bottom, and I'll fill them in with dirt. And that'll also give them something they can scratch, but it'll also help kind of keep them in and predators out. However, they could jump up on it, jump on the fence, and jump out. But if they're flying, I don't care if they fly in and out. I just, I'm trying to keep it, keep the non-flyers in. So we clip their wings in the beginning so that they know this is home and they get programmed to this location. Then once their wings grow back out, we don't care if they fly because they know where home is. And so they always come back here. So they can fly up and over the fence if they want to, whatever the case may be. As long as they stay out of my raspberry patch. Which that's what this corner is. This was originally going to be a garden. And then we turned it into a chicken coop. So I got a raspberry patch over here. And of course pokeberries, which they like pokeberries. Pokeberries are good for you. Yeah. This is Rusty. He used to let me pick him up and stuff, but not anymore. But yeah, this is our chicken, or this is our feed shed, if you will. So we put the feed in here. And I Gocko roofed this because it leaked. Now it don't leak anymore. And I got a solar light in there. And yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, bye.